Passive income is per definition one of the smartest ways of building money, of building wealth, because the ultimate goal to be financially free, to be in that position where you don't have to worry about money or to trade your time for money, because the way people are getting rich in this world and the law of getting rich is really to have your money work for you while you sleep. And I'm going to share with you in this video how my 350,000 portfolio, how much of dividends, based on the stocks that I own, are paying me on a quarterly basis and a monthly basis. All right. So without any further ado, let's get into this video. So I'm sharing with you, this is my account. All right. I'm going to give you the full detail of some of the positions, because not all the positions that I'm owning in this account, which by the way, it's a brokerage account. It's excluded from my retirement account. So here I'm not talking about, I don't have my 401k, I don't have my IRA, I don't have my HSA, I don't have any of those. Those are being in even with the separate brokers, so all of those are being managed by Schwab, and my brokerage account for only owning stocks, index, and few index funds is really here in Fidelity. And my crypto as well is in another platform as well. So here we're only talking about brokerage account. All right. Now, because this brokerage account, I own about 20 or something stocks. Some of those that have been holding for the last 2 years, some that I've been holding recently, some that I do day trade, some that I do swing trade. But the point in this video is to actually show you guys, for those stocks that I own, which one is paying a dividend and how much of that dividend is based on the amount of money I have invested. All right. So as you already know, if you've been following me for the last year or so, that bunch of my portfolio, I think I have about 85% of my portfolio being invested into the oil and gas sector. About 10% is being on what we call the reopening stocks, travel, such as United Airlines, Delta Airlines, Southwest, hotels, AMC, of course, and 5% is about really, crypto. I have a lot of crypto miners such as Riot, Marathon Digital, Argo Blockchain, Canaan Inc., SOS Limited, just to name those few, and the rest is pretty much it for stocks that I own for the current time being. Now, as time shifts, maybe I will also shift that and buy the dip into some other stocks. But I also have a little bit of tech, Palantir as well. I did used to own Apple, but now I sold that a couple of quarters ago. Now, the first dividend that I received, because today is the last day of the quarter. So the last payment came in today, and it came from Devon Energy. Devon Energy is an oil gas company, and I own about 1,500 shares of this. And as we can see here, they paid me two types of dividend today, March 31st, 2022. So they paid one first dividend in coming at $1,497, and then another one just $3. This is the variable dollars, and this one is really in the forms of $1 per share owned. So in total, this is exactly $1,500 for 1,500 shares that I own in this stock. And right now, I think this stock is being trading at $60. And this is one of them recommended to you guys, because the target here is maybe the 80s in the next 3 to 6 months. Another one that I received as a dividend, you can see here, is from Wyndham Hotels. I own about 20 something shares, and they pay me $960. All right, so let's keep that in mind. I will keep these pages open, because at the end we're going to do a sum, and we're going to see exactly how much per quarter and how much per month I'm getting paid as a dividend. Now, moving to another dividend received from Vanguard. So Vanguard Growth ETF, VOOJ, is an ETF for all the 500 companies, but also only in the tech sector, right? So they paid me $737, and I only own about 18 of these. All right, so keep that open. Dividend received from another Vanguard Value Index Fund, VOOV. So from the 500 companies of the S&P 500, everything but tech, all right? And I also own about 20 of these, and they paid me $20.52. That was on March 29. Moving up, dividend received substitute payment from Vanguard VOOV, right? We got that only 58 cents. Dividend received from Dick's Sporting Goods. All right, I've been owning Dick's Sporting Goods because it's a long swing trade that I did. I wasn't really looking for the income here, but I have about 100 shares, and they paid me as a dividend last 25 March, $48.75. Another one that I did receive, let's just scroll down because I have a couple of them from ExxonMobil and Chevron as well. So let's go to the past 30 days. All right. So we're going to refresh this whole thing. Let me reopen these dividend paying notifications. So we do have Winham there. Another one was from the VOOV and the VOOG, and then from another one from Vanguard again. Dick's Sporting Goods, and then we have here dividend received from Chevron. So I own 150 shares of Chevron, and it's paying me 56.80 cents per as a dividend. And then we also have Exxon. I also own about 150 Exxon shares, and they paid me 87.12 cents as a dividend. That was March 10. And I have another additional dividend here from Exxon as well. And I think that is about it because the month of March, is already gone. So if we do a quick recap, we have about 88 here, and then we have about 57 here, so that's about 130. Then we jump to 50, let's say 50, so 130, 150, that's 180, and then 58 cents, 188. So we're already at about 200, 206, 207, 200, so that's about 220 or 30, and then we have 1500. So let's just say 230 plus 1500, that's about $1,750. So $1,750 as dividends that I received from these stocks, which I own, are paying dividends. Remember, not all companies pay dividends. As a matter of fact, my biggest holding, which is valued now at about $270,000. I have 4,500 shares of a company named Callon Petroleum, and it's trading about at $659 a share today. I own about 4,500 of those, but they are not paying any dividends as of now, which might change because they are literally, puking money with this current environment, with energy especially. So that's literally what I have, as a dividend, even though my portfolio is above $350,000 as of this month of March closing today. So I hope it gives you kind of an incentive, and a view of how, it might pay off on the passive income side of things to own some of these stocks. But my point here was not to get passive income. My main goal was to get what we call capital appreciation. So this portfolio wasn't a portfolio dividend paying, driven based. But as we get forward into maybe the half or the summertime, the last quarter of this year, I will start shifting things to really have a well-paid dividend portfolio, and then along the way I will share that with you guys, and then hopefully we might get into the journey together. So if you find value in this video, please do not mind leaving me a thumbs up, and definitely joining the family with the money game with AC. Let's roll it, folks. Let's get in the money.